Hey everybody, this is the video for problems 9 and 10 on the practice test. Okay? So take a second to read this word problem if you haven't. Pause. Okay. So they're giving you a situation. They're telling you the equation, which is nice. They didn't have to tell you the equation. They're telling us the equation. It's modeling the price based on how many years have gone by since it was purchased. And they're asking you how many years will it take for the Wave Runner to depreciate to a value of $3,390. In other words, when will it have a price of $3,390? When will it be worth that much? Okay? So they're asking you how many years, so they're asking you to find a t. We don't know the t. They're asking us the t. They're telling us the p, the price. So put in 3,390 in for p into our equation and try and find the t. In other words, try and solve this equation. This is an equation that you guys can solve, okay? It is not one where we are going to get both sides to have the same base. No, that's not how the word problems work because they're messy. Instead, we're going to have to use logarithms. Before we rewrite it in log form, though, we have to get the exponential part by itself. How do we get this by itself? We divide both sides by 12,000. Type that in your calculator. You should get 0.2825. Let me write that little meter there. 0.2825 equals, on the right side now, we just have 0.90 to the t. I've got the exponential part by itself. What I need to do now is rewrite it in log form, okay? So in order to rewrite it in log form, the base of my log is going to be 0.90, and I'm going to have a 0.2825 there, okay? We're relying on our way that we know to switch between logs and exponentials to rewrite this like this. What's on the other side? Just t. Okay. Remember, my goal was to solve for t. I got t by itself now. All I need to do is type this into your calculator. Make sure you can type that into your calculator. Go ahead, type that into your calculator. Okay? You should get out that t is, 11.997. We can round that. Basically, t is 12. Okay? Remember what that's telling us. It's telling us 12 times 12 years. In other words, the Wave Runner started out being worth $12,000, and it took 12 years for it to depreciate to be worth $3,390. Okay? All right, I want to do question 10 with you. Question 10, remember, is the question that has really nothing to do with logarithms. Okay? It's about finding the inverse. Okay? Finding the opposite equation, the equation that undoes this equation. This is a process, two-step process. We took notes on these steps, should be on your note card for sure. So how do you find the inverse? You take your equation and you rewrite it with x's everywhere there's y's and y's everywhere there's x's. So you rewrite it like this. Okay. Your second step is just to get the y by itself. Just got to pay attention to our algebra here to get the y by itself. First thing I'm going to do, not square both sides, I'm going to get rid of that 4. So to get the y by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by 4. On the left, I'm going to have x divided by 4, and on the right, I'm going to have the square root of y minus 3. How do you get rid of that square root? We talked about that last unit. You can rewrite it as a 1/2 power if you want. And then how do you get rid of that 1/2 power? You square it. You put it to the 2/1 power. You put it to the second power. That will cancel out the square root and leave you with just y minus 3. But remember, I just squared the left side, I squared the right side, so I also need to square the left side. What you do at one side, you got to do the other. Okay? When you square x divided by 4, it's x squared divided by 16. I have that equals y minus 3. I got to get the y by itself. It's almost by itself. One last step. I got to add the 3 over. So I get x squared divided by 16 plus 3 equals y. And that's my answer. That concludes this video. Thanks for watching, guys.